She texted me, "We're done," right before my job interview, so I sent her a screenshot of my new 6-figure salary with, "Thanks for the motivation." I was sitting in my car outside Meridian Tech, straightening my tie and running through talking points one last time. This was it. The senior software engineer position I'd been preparing for over 3 months. The salary was $127,000, more than double what I was making at my dead-end startup job. My phone buzzed. A text from Vanessa. "We're done. I can't do this anymore. Don't contact me." I stared at the screen, my stomach dropping. We'd been together for 2 years. Sure, things had been tense lately. I'd been working extra hours to beef up my portfolio for this interview, and she'd been complaining about me being unavailable. But this, 20 minutes before the biggest interview of my career, I called her immediately, straight to voicemail. "Vanessa, what the hell? We can talk about this tonight. I'm literally about to walk into..." The line went dead. She declined my call. I sat there for a moment, hands shaking. Part of me wanted to reschedule the interview, drive to her apartment and fix whatever was broken, but I'd worked too hard for this opportunity. Her timing couldn't have been worse, or more deliberate. I walked into that building furious. The interview was supposed to last an hour. I was there for 3. "Tell us about a time you worked under pressure," the lead developer asked. I thought about Vanessa's text and channeled every ounce of frustration into my answer. I talked about debugging critical systems while servers crashed around me, about meeting impossible deadlines, about staying focused when everything was falling apart. "What drives you?" the hiring manager asked. "Proving people wrong," I said without hesitation. 2 days later, they called with an offer. $127,000 base salary, plus benefits, plus stock options. I'd never seen numbers like that in my life. I was driving home from signing the paperwork when I decided to text Vanessa one last time, not to beg, not to apologize, just to let her know what her motivation had accomplished. I screenshot the offer letter, the salary highlighted in bold, and sent it with a simple message. "Thanks for the motivation." She responded within minutes. "Seriously? You're being petty right now?" "Petty?" I typed back. "You dumped me via text 20 minutes before the most important interview of my life. I figured you'd want to know how it turned out." My phone started ringing. "Vanessa, this is childish," she said when I answered. "What's childish is your timing," I replied calmly. "You could have waited 4 hours, but you chose to blow up my life right before I walked into that building. I was emotional. I'd been thinking about us all morning, and you decided to make it my problem at the worst possible moment." She was quiet for a long moment. "I didn't know the job paid that much," she said finally. "Doesn't matter what it paid. You made your choice when you thought I was going to stay broke." "That's not... I never said..." "You didn't have to say it," I cut her off. "Your actions said everything." I hung up and blocked her number. 3 months later, I'm in my new apartment, downtown, killer view, rent I can actually afford now. My coworkers invited me out for drinks to celebrate my first quarterly bonus. As we were leaving the bar, I saw Vanessa across the street with some guy I didn't recognize. She saw me too. For a split second, our eyes met. I raised my glass in a mock toast, smiled, and walked away. Best breakup text I ever received.